lying, no good, rotten, four-flushing, low-life, snake-licking, dirt-eating, inbred, overstuffed, ignorant, blood-sucking...
Shut up, boo!
There is no racial bigotry here. Here you are all equally worthless.
You can't handle the truth.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. You lose. Good day, sir.
Good Monday morning, everybody. It is October 6th, 8 a.m. to Monday, and it's a rainy Monday. Finally, here in the SIP, at least. I don't know what it is how it is in your area, but woof, we got some rain coming. Nice, steady rain at that. I was sitting here looking at it, and let me pull that up real quick because I want to make sure I'm right before I tell you this. Because we're going to talk about the weekend and how good this weekend was. Because it was a really good weekend. So there are thunderstorms today before 1 p.m. and we'll go back through the forecast later on in the show too. Tonight, showers and thunderstorms likely. I mean, we're going to have, high near 79, which I love that. That's awesome. Now, tomorrow, we're going to have some early morning thunderstorms, have a high near about 83. But here's the good thing. Here's the good news, because there is good news. Wednesday, high near 77. Thursday, high near 77. All these days are mostly clear after these next two. Friday, high near 79. Saturday, we'll hit 80 again, and Sunday, we'll hit 81, but it's a clear, beautiful weekend. Right? Fall is upon us, folks. Autumn is here. And, man, this is what I've been looking forward to. This right here is what I've been looking for. Hey, Zen, good morning, buddy. Yeah, the weather is great. I'm excited about that. And I do have a huge announcement on this show this morning. Huge announcement on this show this morning that I am kind of excited about. Well, I'm not kind of excited about. I'm very excited about. I'm excited about getting to it and introducing this new thing. It's going to coincide with my new novel coming out. So, but it's an opportunity. I thought about this and I thought, what's a great way to really get community involved in the launch of this book and just get people involved in the launch of this book. And because there's one thing that a lot of us have in common, it's our love of baking, cooking, right? Now, I get it. There's some of you out there who don't do any of that stuff, but you love to eat. You love to eat. And you probably know somebody who loves to cook and bake. Well, this is their opportunity to have one of their recipes featured in a book. That's right. So alongside of my new novel that I've got coming out, alongside of it, I've got a companion cookbook that's going to be following it very, very soon thereafter. And it's going to be pretty cool. So see if I can pop this up on the screen real quick. So this is the book right here. This is the book. And this is Bodie Bagsley, The Curse of the Pumpkin Stone, and I love this book. Probably the best thing I've written, I think. It's if you loved Harry Potter, Addams Family, Wednesday, any of those type of things, those whimsical shows, you want something that takes you back to your childhood, especially if you're an adult. And this is one of those things that just stirs the imagination. It's weird. You have to talk about yourself like this. It's not something I'm good at outside of wrestling, but I went through this book and I'm proofing it and I'm editing it over and over. And I just fallen in love with this book. It's so good. It's so well done. So as a part of that, we're going to release a cookbook. That's right. Because the whimsical nature of the book and how it takes place, there's a lot of opportunity there. And so the people in the town of Pumpkinstone, and here's the cover for it. This is the cover for it. It's called Madame Caldwell's Whispering Whisk. From cauldron to crust, magic you can taste. We're already starting to fill out the recipes in the book. Now, if any of you follow me on a regular basis, you know the kind of stuff that I make and I bake and I smoke. We're going to include a lot of those recipes in here. We're still experimenting with some other recipes that are whimsical in nature and different than maybe what you're used to and that the kids could have fun making. And that you as an adult probably enjoy eating and different things like that. So if you want to contribute, if you want one of your recipes to be in this book, in this cookbook, then all you have to do is send it to me. If you want to do it under a whimsical name from the story and you want to make one up, you can do that too. Have fun with it's what we're saying. And if you got a recipe you think will be fun, whether it's a dessert, whether it's like something on the grill or smoker, or just something you like to bake, finger food, drinks, whatever, that are whimsical in nature, you think will be a great addition to this book, let us know. Send it to us. We'll put it in there. If you just want to do it under your regular name, that's great. We'll do that too. But we want the community to be a part of the book, part of this cookbook, because I think it's going to be a good time. I think you'll enjoy it. I think you'll enjoy doing it. And I know that the community will enjoy seeing this, because there's so many recipes out there that people have that I love to experiment with and love being a part of. I've got one that I'm about to throw on the smoker here in the next couple of days. And if it turns out good, it's probably going in this book. It's probably going in this book. Like, I've already got a couple in here. My smoked blueberry cobbler and my smoked peach cobbler are both going in this book. I've got a pumpkin pie that's to die for. It's going in this book. If you've got recipes like that and you want your version in here, send it to me. I'll put it in the book. It's that easy, folks. It's just that easy. That's what we're doing. That's what I am trying to do here, is get some of that in here so it can be a community thing where people will enjoy it. People can share their recipes, because there's so many out there. Like, I have a chocolate pie recipe from my kid's godmother that is decades old, and I make it every year because it's the best chocolate pie I've ever had in my life, and it's so good. It's so good. So if you want a recipe in this book, I'm telling you now, send it to me. Whether you do it through Undefined Radio or you know me personally, just send it through my DM, however you want to do it. Or you can email it to us. Email it to us if you want to at chadmartin39@gmail.com or undefinedradio@gmail.com. Either way, get it to me and we'll get it in the book. I think it'll be cool. I just think it'd be awesome. So send me your recipes. Send me your recipes. I've got a new cookie recipe I'm trying out today. Y'all see it later on Facebook. It's a pinwheel. I've never made a pinwheel. So this is kind of a unique thing for me. So it'll be interesting. But I'm all for trying new things. So if you want a recipe in here, send it to me. If you want it in this book, and I'll pop it one more time. If you want it in our new cookbook coming out to coincide with the novel, then all you have to do is send me your recipe. I'm compiling everything right now, getting it all in here right now. So if you want it, let me know, and I'll get your recipe in this book. Love to have it in here. Would love to have your recipe in here. We spent Saturday, we went to Coldwater Day in Coldwater, Mississippi, not knowing what to expect and how it was going to be. A buddy of mine that I've known since I worked at Cronecraft back in 1988. I'm really dating myself here. As an 18-year-old, I walk into Cronecraft and I meet this guy, Glenn Billingsley. He's the mayor of Coldwater. And he's been the mayor for the last 4 years, I think. And what a turnaround he has made in Coldwater. Coldwater, the city that everybody just kind of forgot about, like, it's Coldwater, whatever. He is really turning that whole community around. And Saturday was our 4th annual Coldwater Day. And it was so much fun. Me, Jen, and Amanda went up there and had a good time. I got to tell you a funny story there. So if any of y'all know Amanda Stone, she's a chiropractor here in San Antonio. Love her to death. She's my chiropractor. Helps keep me in the ring. I'm just how it is. She helps keep me wrestling. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's a good thing. So she does. She knows what she's doing. So the only problem is Amanda might be vertically challenged. Amanda's not really tall. You know, and if you know Amanda, you know this, right? And we laugh about it a lot. But here's the fun part. Her size and my size together is quite the difference. It's quite the difference. So what happened is we're sitting there. Jen, my girlfriend's on one side. Amanda's on the other. And this guy walks up to us. He says, he's looking at me, looking at them. He's like, hey, man, looking good there. Your wife and daughter? Absolutely. I'm like, yeah, absolutely. He talks for a second and walks off. So he thinks Amanda's my daughter. And we're not that far apart in age, but it was so funny. And it's how we kicked off the day at Coldwater Day. And boy, did we have a good time. The singers were great. The food was excellent. Had the best lemonade I've ever had in my life from a food truck in Coldwater, Mississippi on Saturday. Yeah. No, I mean, it was so freaking good. It is, I'm probably underselling how good that lemonade was from that food truck. I mean, it was tremendous. I don't know if you're a lemonade fan or not, but I like lemonade. I love great lemonade, and this lemonade was in a great category. It was in greatness land. I mean, it was up there. I've never had lemonade so good. I mean, I usually when I get a drink, I'm guzzling it. I enjoyed every sip of the $6 lemonade, and it was so good that on my way out of Coldwater Day, I went and got me another one, except I got the strawberry lemonade. And son, let me tell you, that was tremendous. It was incredible. Oh my God. It was amazing. I'm still amazed by it and how good that was. But Coldwater Day was great. What a success they had in Coldwater. And that goes to Glenn Billingsley and the people he partners with to help make that event happen up there in Coldwater. And what a great way to kick off October. What a great way to kick off October. Because I know Cedar Hill Farms kicked off their October, their Scary Farm, Haunted Maze, all of that good stuff Friday night. If you got to go there, I would love to hear how that went. If one of you got to go to that, that would be awesome. I'd love to hear that. They had Art Mart down there in Batesville. That looked like a great turnout. If you were part of Art Mart, let me know how that went. I'd like to know what went on down there and how good of a time that was. I can't get to everything, so we went to Coldwater because I've never been to the Coldwater Day, and it was worth going. Now, this weekend is the last day for trade days in Coldwater, and I will probably go to that on Sunday because I have to wrestle out of town on Saturday, so I won't be able to go. So I wrestle midday, so that will be early. So I will be hitting that up on Sunday when we get back. But nevertheless, there's so many cool things to go do. So many cool things to go do. And with the weather changing the way it is, there's a lot of stuff that the weather is perfect for. We got Witches Night Out coming October 23rd here in Senatobia. We've talked about it. You got the wine tastings, the after party at Woodchucks. We're going to have a costume contest. There'll be businesses open. They'll have incredible deals at these businesses. If you haven't shopped local, now's your time. If you haven't shopped local, now is your time to do that. Hit them up. You can dress up and go have a good time. This is a perfect night out for the ladies. This is built for the ladies. And go have fun and enjoy it. Go have fun and enjoy it. We got Trunk or Treat coming up October 28th here in Senatobia from 5 to 8 p.m. That's going to be fun. That's going to be a good time. From 5 to 6, they reserve that for children who are like newborns to 3 years old. Takes a canned good to get in. It's going to be fun. It's always fun. It's always packed. Go check out Senatobia Main Street, and you'll see what I'm talking about. They've got pictures posted up there. Look, everybody is welcome to come out and enjoy these things. We want to build this community up, and this is the kind of the way you do it. Get involved. Get involved. That's how you can do it. Speaking of community, Kudzu Carts was represented at Coldwater Day. They, matter of fact, if you saw the mayor zipping around on a golf cart, that golf cart is from Kudzu Carts. Great golf carts. Go and check that out. Hey, Janine from London, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well over there. Is it late in the afternoon or evening over there? I'm curious. I'm definitely curious. It's always fun to hear from our folks overseas, and it's just wild. And hope y'all are doing well over there in Great Britain. But yeah, so be a part of your community, man. There's so much to do. Like, here's the only bad thing. Like, it's hard to get all the information. And Saturday, I'm sitting here trying to relax, going through stuff, looking for things that are happening. And I've been talking about an Oktoberfest, and I flat out missed one. I could have gone to an Oktoberfest Saturday. I would love to attend a real Oktoberfest, right? A real Oktoberfest would be awesome. How great would that be to be able to go do that? That would be cool. I'm all for that. But I can't find one around us. And lo and behold, this was only 30 miles away from me. Could have traveled right up the road, right up the interstate, and went to an Oktoberfest. Missed it. So if you know of any more Oktoberfests coming up, let me know. Things I can get to, let me know. Because I want to go. I do. I want to go. I love good pretzels. All the fun stuff that they have at Oktoberfest. Except for the beer. I don't drink beer. But everything else, sign me up. Sign me up. Lots of stuff going on. And like I said, we had that's what's happening in Senatobia. Baseball part of their Main Street program. You know, this week will be interesting. It'll be a clear night if they're still doing their Thursday nights. They've got a lot going on. We've got Baseball Civic Radio Day. We coming up in November. I'll be talking more and more about that. Like I said, there's a lot happening, folks, and a lot you can be a part of. So the Boy Scouts have been trying to do this canned food drive, and there's a lot. But the South Panola, I believe it's the FFA, are having a raffle. It's $10 each. They're going to have that raffle will be this month sometime. I don't see a specific date for it, but I know they're having a raffle. And let's see. They're also doing, South Panola is also doing a meat sale fundraiser, which is, you know, perfect for Thanksgiving and Christmas holiday meals or as a gift. So they've got, if you'll go to the Batesville Main Street program Facebook page, they've got things you can scan on your phone and it'll pull up saying your order deadline is November 4th and delivery week will be November 17th. You can select your meat you want, how much you want, and you pay for it. And there you go, and they deliver it to you. Sounds cool. I'll check it out after I get off the air this morning. But, I mean, again, that sounds like a fun thing to do. That sounds like a fun thing to do to me. Or for me. Let's say that. Oh, it's 2:15. Paolo Nutini, an awesome Scottish singer. I probably butchered that name, and I apologize for that. No Other Way live. Leon Lofty sounds like Otis Redding. All right, girl, I'm gonna check it out. Let me see if I can get this pulled up, because if that's the case, I might play it right now. I don't know if they'll like me playing it on Facebook, but I don't care. It's playing on the radio. Facebook will just have to not like it. No Other Way. Oh, it's right there. Okay. I'm going to check this out. Pull it up. And, oh, wow, okay. Well, it's probably not going to let me do it, but I'm going to do it anyway. So give me a moment here in a minute, and I'll do that. That'll be our first song break this morning. I'll do it. I'll do it for you, Janine, and do it for Jen out there. I know she's listening. She's at work right now, working at Le Bonheur. So it's 4:50. So it's 2:15 over there. Wow. That's not as big a difference as I thought it was. 6 hours. That's not as much as I thought it was. Zen says I was stationed in Germany and experienced many great Oktoberfest. Dude, I would that is like a bucket list thing for me. Just a real Oktoberfest. Even if, you know, I had to go up north. And I know, because I know up north on the coast, East Coast, they have some good Oktoberfest up there. I've seen some of the highlights where they try to recreate a lot of the things like they do over in Germany, which, look, probably not going to Germany, but I would love to go to an Oktoberfest. A true Oktoberfest would be fun. If we had one down here, it would get over so well because it's so unique. That thing would get over huge here. I think it would. All right, so I'm going to try to play this song. If we suddenly disappear from Facebook, you'll know why. You'll know why. They'll warn me and say, that's a bad thing. You just did a bad thing. But because this is Janine recommended it, it says we ought to do it. We're going to do it. And then we're going to talk about it. So here we go. This is Paolo Nutini. I probably screwed that name up, and I apologize. Because first of all, I'm a Southerner. And second of all, I'm me. And that's probably why I messed it up. But we're going to do it. Check it out. This is No Other Way Now we'll probably put an ad on here. Get this ad off of here before I do that, because I don't want that on there. Here we go. Let's give it a listen.
Darling, my frustration, it gets me with it hurts me most. Like fire rapid to the gut, it's not so easy to see.
This is a white dude?
I've been gone far, far too long to expect you not to have changed even a little bit. I guess I hope I'm still the kind of guy you're needing for your fool. 'Cause life's a ball here on the road and these four wheels. Oh, but something about the whole thing that doesn't feel real. But my days for you, 'cause I love you, girl, I don't want you. I need you and I can't see no other thing. Darling, I'll work my days for you, 'cause I love you, girl, I don't want you. I need you and I can't see no other thing. Oh, this separation, it really gets you thinking. And all those used up cliches, well, they've worn off in the wind. And I wonder if you're half as innocent as you assure me. Or if you thank him for his time and just never call again. Oh. After all the lights and shows and long home late, it'll be you and me again. But until then, I'll work my days for you, 'cause I love you, girl, I don't want you. I need you, I can't see no other way. Oh, darling, I'll work my days for you, 'cause I love you, girl, I don't want you. I need you, and I can't see no other way. Oh, man, I'm home. So love me, and I'm home, baby. Oh, so touch me, yeah, I'm home. So kiss me like you do. 'Cause you baby, but I'll do it to you. Oh, baby, take me in your arms. Oh, love me like you do. Oh, kiss me like you do. Baby, you bet I'll do it to you. Oh, Lord, hold me like you do.
Man, are you kidding me right now? That was so good. Holy crap. That was tremendous. That was tremendous. I just subscribed to his channel too. So I'm going to go back and I'll put that up here in a little while too on the reaction side of it. But wow. Wow. Yeah, thanks, Janine, for that. That was cool. That was cool. Tomorrow Comes Too Soon, NPR. Oh, I'll check that out too. I will definitely check that out. And we'll do that one here in a minute as well. Appreciate that, Zim. But that was so good. That was so good. I have never heard of that human being, but that was great. That was greatness right there. What a voice he has. What an incredible voice he has. I mean, just getting into it. I mean, just getting all into it. I mean, I love that. That was great. Again, that's what I keep saying. There are so many artists out there that like I've never heard of. I mean, because there's no way to hear of them all. And that's why it's always fun to be able to experience new things. And especially when you're doing something like this and you're doing these online stuff and you're a YouTuber and you're trying to do something, a reaction channel like I have. And people are recommending things. And that's the only way that I learn new things. I mean, I could go and react to stuff that I've already know. And I know a ton, but I like reacting to things that I've never heard of before. Because that was incredible. I'm sorry. I'm trying to type both of these things in here because, so as you'll see, so for those of you watching the just the reaction of the song right now, what you'll see is me over here clicking on the computer. I know that's what you're getting at because I'm doing actually happening during a live radio show. That's right. We're actually doing this during a live radio show. I'm just cutting this part of this reaction out for you on the reaction side of it. So you'll see it. Then we're going to do another one here in a minute. And I appreciate that, Zim, for your deal. Janine, thanks so much for that. That was incredible. That was incredible. So if you guys got songs y'all want to hear, especially from indie artists or anybody else, let's go. And I should have watched the live version, like you said. When I was trying to pull it up, there's a problem with you trying to do too many things at one time. I would love to say I will go back and watch that. That is cool. So watching Paolo perform takes it to a whole new level. Sometimes it sounds like John Lennon, and the next minute it sounds like Bob Marley. So versatile. That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm definitely gonna go watch it. I will go watch that live after this show is over because I do want to see it. You know what? I have reacted to this song, Zen. I have. I reacted to this song 9 months ago to even the back. I started looking at it. And I was like, that looks familiar. And sure enough, the NPR timed it. Yeah, I did. It only got 107 views.
What's up, guys? BD here.
I reacted to.
Got another one for y'all today. Now, this was part of the whole deal we started.
There it was. There's part of it right there. You kind of heard it.
What's up, guys? BD here. Got another one for y'all today. Now, this was part of the whole deal we started yesterday, where we have our subscribers, members, whatever. If you're part of this community, send us a one of your tunes, one of your songs, or whatever. It doesn't have to be just a song. If you're a crafter,
I was such a noob right there. But yeah, so Tomorrow Comes Too Soon was one of the very first ones I reacted to, and I actually loved that song. It was so good. That is so funny that you said that, Zim, but I did. I reacted to that 9 months ago. Wow. That's been a while. That's been a minute. What's up, Mark? Good morning, buddy. How are you doing this morning? Yeah, and I need to go back and listen to some of her stuff. And that's funny because that's one of the things I say. I'll check this artist out and I subscribe to their channel because I'm subscribed to hers. But I forget and I never go back to it. Because I'm always going on to the next thing. But I've got it pulled up. I'll react to something different first for sure. He produces quality, not quantity, having only 4 albums over more than a 20-year career. And I think you find artists like that who just are like, I want to make sure like every song is meaningful to them. Every song they put on an album they pour themselves into it. You'll find those artists. And I love those artists who do that, they're not putting out content for the sake of content. They're putting out music for the sake of the song and the music and what it means and the experience it causes them. And I think that's one of the true things there for him, because that just sounded incredible. You can hear how moved he was in his singing and how the song was just moving him through it. I mean, because that was tremendous. That was tremendous. I absolutely love that. I did. Absolutely loved that. That was great. What else do I got here? Because I need to find something else now that we're doing that. Let's find us something else. I'm doing good. Just got back from hitting the river, limiting out of my salmon catch for the day. I hear you, buddy. There you go. There you go. He says he has to experience new things before he writes again. I understand that. I like in my writing, and I write novelistically. I have to be inspired by the things that I write. You know, it's just and you can tell the difference between people who are just pulling something out of their butt just because to fill a quota, and then those who actually mean what they're saying. Train travelers. That sounds like a good one. That sounds like a good one. I'm gonna type that in, and we'll do that one. We'll do that one. I'll get through all this stuff, and we'll pull it up, and we'll do it. Good morning, Jen. Yeah, we'll do that. All right, so we'll play that here in just a minute. But I hope y'all are doing well. And once again, Janine, thanks for joining us from overseas. That's awesome. And thanks for that song request, because that's pretty cool. We'll do this by Eva and the Vagabond Tales. So, as I was explaining before, when I started my reaction channel, I was reacting to a lot of things. Zen's been here from the jump, and has hooked me up with a lot of great music. And even the Vagabond Tales is one of those artists. You know? And so we're going to do a new song from them, and this will be my first time reacting to this and hearing it. I'm excited. I say it's not a new song for them, but it's a new song for me hearing them. So I think this was put out 6 years ago. And again, these are artists that you don't hear from, that most of you probably are not even going to know, right? You're not going to know at all. But that's why I like doing this, so we can introduce you to these different music like that. I would not know who Paolo was if Janine hadn't requested that. Well, good luck. Be careful picking up your son from school. And I will do some more Ada reactions too, definitely so. So I appreciate Janine. Be careful out there. Be safe. But we're going to play this right now. This is Eva and the Vagabond Tales, Train Travelers. Hope you enjoy this. All right. Let me start over again. Let me start over again, because I'm sitting here and I had muted it. I'm not even going to lie to you people. I muted it. I'm waiting on it to start. And I see it going. It's not going. All right. Let me unmute. Let's try this again. It's Eva and the Vagabond Tales, Train Travelers. Let's go.
It's just a moonlight over the city sky. Another moonlight over the country skies. You say you'll jump on the train, go far, far away. Say so long, grab the rail, I'll never see you again. You say you'll travel the nights, watch the sun on the lines for me. Let go of the time, look at nothing behind for me. I'll miss you more than you'd know. Not gonna leave you alone. It's just the
What a voice. Harmonica's so good.
But also been on the road, never let no one alone. Every track, every train, always to come back again. Well, I've watched the sun on the miles, heard every train whistle cry. Now you watched every moon going down, every man on the ground. And I'll miss you more than you'd know. Not gonna leave you alone. It's just the
Man, that was great. I love that. Who doesn't love trains? I love a good train. That sound is awesome. What a singer. Her sound is so whimsical, right? Like it's just one of those, how do I describe it here? She has a really soulful sound to her, but it has that whimsical tone as well. Like you can just see it, like it's folksy. And that was a great song. I love that because I can just actually see her in my mind playing this song. Then you see the moonlight, right? You can just imagine it. But yeah, great song. Thanks, Dan, for that. I appreciate that. I will definitely be putting this reaction up later as well, but I appreciate that. And again, this is why I love indie artists. One of the great reasons I love indie artists, because songs you never got to hear and experience, you can experience. And that's what we're going to play right here on Undefined Radio in the morning and on my After Dark reaction channel. So if you haven't subscribed yet, you can go over there, subscribe to After Dark with the Boys. And if you're on there and you haven't subscribed to our Undefined Radio page on Facebook, make yourself over there and take yourself over there and do it. Subscribe to it. I appreciate it. It was great, right? Soulful folk music with a modern twist. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm with you because I love indie and underground music artists. They're fun. There's so much good music. So if you're one of those artists, you want your music played on here, I will do it. I'm telling you, I'll do it. I will play it on my radio station. I love doing that. Undefined Radio, if you want to download the free Undefined Radio app, go do it. It's free. You can listen anywhere. Overseas, anywhere. We are worldwide, baby. Worldwide. Let's see. So Ava tours with 3 bands. The Pepper Moons, singing the standards, the Secret Agents, singing songs from the 60s, and Postmodern Jukebox. First of all, I love Postmodern Jukebox. Right. I'm going to go check it out. You're about to send me down a rabbit hole I don't need to go down today, but I'm probably going to for a little bit after this show. For sure. I've got some baking I've got to do. Oh, and by the way, once again, for those of you who are new to the show this morning, who just joined in, we are doing, so the launch of my new novel is coming up soon. It's coming up very soon. Right here. This is the novel. If you're a Harry Potter fan or you like that kind of story, like Wednesday Addams or Nightmare Before Christmas, that whimsical style of storytelling, this book is going to be for you. I mean, it's a young adult novel, but really anybody of all ages can read this book. And that's how I wrote it for that very reason. Probably the best thing I've ever written. But what we're going to do is we are putting together a companion piece for this because of the nature of how it takes place and what it is. We're doing Madame Cobwebs, who is a character in the book. Her whispering whisk, from Cauldron to Crust, Magic You Can Taste. These are all kinds of recipes, not only just from the book, but from my personal recipe book, the one that I do a lot of my smoking from, my dessert baking from, a lot of that. But what I want to do is, if you want a recipe in this book, and you can use your real name, or you can make up a name you want the recipe under, you're more than welcome to submit it to me, and I will put it in the book. I would really love to make this a community book, like it's part of the Pumpkin Stone community, because that's the name of the book, the subtitle. And I would like for that to have all these different kinds of desserts and foods, finger foods, drinks, grilled food, whatever, snack food, finger food, all of it. If you've got a dessert you think will fit this book and you would like to share, send it to me and I will put it in there. Send it to me and I will put it in there. And I am excited about doing this. I think it's going to be awesome. And again, I like getting community involved in things. And this is one of the things you can do to be a part of it. You can actually it's more than just me filling out with my desserts and my stuff. I can put so many other things in here that you guys like, and it's something that's yours as well. And we're going to do that. We're going to do that. So if you want to do it, you can do it through my Facebook page. You can do it through After Dark, through that. Just message me there. Or you can do it through my own personal page as well. Or you can do it through undefinedradio@gmail.com. You can do it there. But send me your personal recipes, and I will put them in this book. I will put them in this book. I would love nothing more than to do that, because I think it would be awesome. And it's a great way to introduce the novel. It's just a great thing to go along with the novel and what's happening there. And it's a novel. It's not some minor little story. I mean, it's 492 pages, so it's a long book. But I promise you won't get bored reading the book. Because I hate books that I try to read and I'm bored because they're just fluff. No fluff in this book. It's all just, you're going from beginning to end. There's always something valuable in the story. But yeah, I agree with you, Janine. The song and voice are so soothing. They are. Thanks, Jen. I appreciate that. But yeah, and if you want something more that you'd like to hear on the show, you want me to react to for the After Dark channel, let me know. Absolutely, just let me know. I believe I had one the other day. I've got to go check that out. I think I'm missing a reaction I'm supposed to be doing. I've been so behind getting this book finished up and trying to get it to publishing that I know I'm behind on some of that stuff, but I'm looking forward to it. So I appreciate everybody tuning in this morning. Dang, it's already 8:45. What is going on? What is going on? This is wild. This morning has passed by quickly. Like I said, it's raining here. It's going to be raining today, tomorrow, and then we're getting into a little bit cooler temperatures. It's going to be a beautiful week here where I'm at. I don't know about you guys and where you're at, but it's going to be incredible temperatures from here on out. I'd love to see some of your books get made to film. That would be amazing. I'm really hoping this is the one. If I could get enough people behind this book and we can push it up the Amazon bestseller list, I really feel like this is the one. I love Hell County, and you see it back here. That novel means more to me than anything, because that's a lifelong dream. But I promise you, I think the Bodie Bagsley book is, it takes me back to my childhood. I remember growing up, my imagination has always just run wild. I remember those Halloweens. You remember that when you could go trick-or-treat? We could actually go trick-or-treating before we got in this crazy world we're in today. Right? This world is so just psychotic today. But back in the day, you could dress up in your Halloween costume. You trick-or-treated for hours. You could walk the neighborhood. You could walk your town. And it was the best. I still can remember not only the sights and sounds, but the smell of what it was like back then. Like, those senses are forever seared in my brain. And this book is a love letter to that time period and to the person I was, the kid I was growing up, and trying to recapture that magic that we used to have. We kind of lose that as an adult. We tend to lose it as an adult. And that's what I'm going for in this. I've already started on the second book. I love it so much. I've already started on the sequel. We need rain in SoCal so bad. I bet y'all do down there. Good grief. Well, we've needed it here. I mean, it's been a dry summer here. It's been a rough one. So this rain is needed so badly. This rain has been needed so very badly. And speaking of, by the way, so we're going to start doing this. I've been doing this prayer chain for the last couple of weeks, and I think what I'm going to do is start a new one each week. That way we can, people who need it, we'll add it in there. So if you know people who need prayers and you think that kind of thing would help them out, I would love to add them to the prayer chain, and we'll do that. We play it at 8:50 every morning, 8:50. If you know someone who just needs those well wishes and good vibes, whether you're a believer or not, if you just know somebody who you think could use them, that's us, buddy. That's what we're here for. There's so much going on right now. And I thought, I was looking at which one of these do I want to play this morning from Michael Bates. I've got one I think that's going to be pretty cool coming up. I think you'll like it. I miss the holidays of old and how it used to be. Today's world has gone mad. Yeah, it's almost 80 here, but it's been 60, 70 this past week. Oh, man. Then you had a good time this past week if it's 60s and 70s. It was in the 80s here last week, and this weekend was a beautiful weekend. But the fact that we're just in the 70s, if it would stay in the 70s, I would be so happy. So happy. It would be so much fun. It would be such a good time. I love going outside. I love being outside, but just the heat. I had a heat stroke a few years ago. Not pleasant. Makes the heat almost intolerable when it's been as bad as it has. So you gotta be careful with it. But I love this time of the year, and this weather's good. But I want to play this. This is Michael Bates. This is our In View of Eternity thing. I like this one. I hope you guys like it. Check this out and let me know what you think about it. Get this queued up here. And here we go.
Hey, good morning to you, everyone. Thank you for listening today to In View of Eternity. In the book of John, chapter 8, down at verse number 12, Jesus said, "As long as I'm in the world, I am the light of the world. And he that follows after me will not walk in darkness, but shall have the light of life." You and I understand the concept of light and darkness. We gather that, I suppose, in our early formative years. Many of us, as we are little bitty fellas, we sure like light more so than we do darkness. You might think back to putting a child down in a dark room and turning off the light. Sometimes that's not appreciated. We like the light on where we can see what's around us. Jesus is talking in a spiritual sense here, that the world, in essence, does in fact walk in darkness without Jesus. He points the way. He shines a light to the Father's path, and he leads us so that we don't stub our toe spiritually, and that we don't step off a cliff. We don't do things that would otherwise be disastrous for us in a spiritual sense. But he does say we shall have the light of life. Not only does this light of his lead to life, but it is, in a sense, life itself. It is life-giving, life-producing. Did you realize that if the sun ceased to shine, then everything would die? Well, so is the light of the Son of God. We need his light. Are you walking in that light? If not, why would you tarry in darkness any longer? Thank you for listening today. I'm Michael Bates.
There you go. It's Michael Bates, In View of Eternity. Appreciate you guys for that. Appreciate Michael for it. I've got so many of these, and I love playing them because they're good. I think there's somebody out there who needs to hear these sorts of things. I know I do. So I do appreciate it. But God, there's some wild things happening around this world, right? And we could talk about all the crazy with the politics and all of that junk, but you see it everywhere and you're inundated with it. I want to talk about other things. I want to talk about other things. Like, so Thailand, at the start of their harvest season, they had this water buffalo festival. And dude, this is wild. They have buffalo racing and a beauty pageant for these things. That's cool to me. That is cool to me. How wicked awesome is that? This is in Thailand, man. That is awesome. I've never heard of such, but that is cool. I mean, it's crazy. And did you hear about the bear? I know it sounds like the start of a bad joke. Who walked in, this is in Arizona, walked into a grocery store and shopped around for a few minutes. He did. Just walked on in. Yeah. Then decided enough of this, I'm out. It didn't do any damage. He just walked around, looked at some stuff, got up on his hind legs a couple times, but didn't really do anything. He was in the produce section where that stuff's out in the wide open. Didn't take anything. So apparently there have been several new sightings down the Oro Valley over there in Arizona. And they're coming out of the desert, which I had no idea they did that. But that is cool. They had that little bear walking through. It was a tiny bear. It wasn't really a big bear. I bet it could still do some damage. But that's so funny to me. That's hilarious. People, you let a bear come into a store down here where I'm at in Mississippi. I guarantee you people ain't standing around filming. They running. And Bubba's probably going to go try to get his pew-pew. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Guaranteed. But that's wild. That's funny. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. So what's going on in your area? Let me know. We will, like I said, we will be here every morning. Stay young, your body gets old, so I refuse to let my mind join in forever, kid at heart. Exactly. I think that's the important part of it. I think that's the important part of it. You gotta stay young mentally. You can't control your body. You can't to an extent. You gotta stay healthy. You gotta stay working out and moving is important. When I do personal training, like one of my clients is 80 years old. 80. Let that sink in. And she's a beast. She is a beast. You stop moving when you die. You got to stay active. You got to keep your mind active. Because when your mind shuts down, that's it, buddy. Your mind shuts down, that is it. And like the books, like writing this Bodie Bagsley book was one of those things. Like I enjoyed writing that book so much because it really brought that youth back. I mean, that love, that passion of storytelling, of creating stories. It brought that back so much. That's why I've already gone ahead and we haven't even got this book launched yet. And I've already started on the second book because I love telling that story so much. And I love the whimsical nature. And when you read it, it just brings you back to that. And so, and I'm hoping it catches on. I'm hoping people will get behind it and go, okay, this is an interesting take on something. I can't let it all out. If I tell you what it is, it's not good. I can't tell you because it gives away. You'll pick it up during the story, but I'm tempted to say, but I can't. I can't do it. You just have to read the book. And I hope y'all do. You should start a BD gator racing event. No, dude, I've had my fun with gators. I'm good. I'm good. You can keep those suckers. Those moody beasts right there. I've seen people get up close and personal. They'll feed gators and they'll think, oh, he's my new best friend. Until Gator says, no, you look like a bigger piece of food. No, thank you. No, thank you. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good where I'm at. We'll keep it here. We'll keep it here. But I hope you guys join me tomorrow. We'll be right back here, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Like I said, I've got bacon to go do. And I'm serious about those recipes. If you want me to, if you've got one you love and you think it'd be a great match for this cookbook, let me know. Send it to me. I will put it and include it in the cookbook. I will. I will do that. Happily so. I always believe in saying yes as much as humanly possible. No, it's so negative. Unless it's something stupid, then I'll usually say yes to it. Right? Well, it's just something that's going to be adverse to my health and my sanity. I'll probably say yes to it. You don't get anywhere in this world saying no, being negative. So I take on every challenge. People will come up to me and I'm like, all right, let me see. I have to do a quick calculation. Sometimes I don't calculate properly and it bites me literally. But here we go. But there we are. And there we are. Right. They are always hungry, always eating. It's how they get you. Like the horror stories of how they actually get you is just terrible. Terrible. No, I know there are probably worse ways to die, but geez, good grief, man. Certainly not one of the ways I would ever choose to want to go. For sure. These gators. Nope. My Texas Longhorns got gator chomped this weekend, though. Good Lord. That was horrible. That was horrible. My Longhorns got destroyed in the swamp this weekend. Not pleasant. Not pleasant. But my Cowboys did manage to win, even though they beat the worst team in the league right now, or one of the worst teams in the league right now. At least they beat them. So I guess there's a little light at the end of that tunnel. Very little light, but there was a light at the end of that tunnel. So, but yeah. So I hope you guys have a safe weekend. Have a happy weekend. What am I talking about? It's Monday. Have a safe day. Again, I'm getting over my skates here. I would hate to go out as animal food too. But I hope y'all have a great day. Thank y'all so much for being part of the show, for commenting during the show. That's what I love about this show, being able to comment and us have that back and forth during the show. It's always fun to me. That's what makes it fun. I love talking back and forth. I hate just being by myself and talking all the time. That is what it is. That is what it is. But I will see y'all back here bright and early tomorrow morning. Until then, y'all stay safe. Enjoy yourself. Give me those recipes. Be careful, folks. Well, maybe.
I don't want to tell him what a cheap, lying, no good, rotten, four-flushing, low-life, snake-licking, dirt-eating, inbred, overstuffed, ignorant, blood-sucking.
Shut up, boo. There is no racial bigotry here. Here you are all equally worthless.
You can't handle the truth. It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. You lose. Good day,